Now guys, I'm Surya. Now I'm going to share you the difference between static and instance variable in Java. Firstly, we can create a class name. Now I'm creating a package, namely functions. I'm writing this entire code by using the function package. And here now I'm going to include a class. The class name will be static and instance variables. Static and variable. Here, initialize static keyword. Firstly, I'll explain what's the meaning of the static keyword and instance keyword. So I've initialized the value of static into 19. So here, I'll show you that it's between after this token syntax and integer. Okay. Here now, I have initialized the static int I equal to 19. And here I'm not initializing any static keyword to a particular variable. So let us name this as int j equal to 5, right? Here I haven't used any of the static keyword here. So this is called an instance variable. So the main difference between static keyword and instance variable, static variable and instance variable is that so static variable can be accessed without any object, with or without any object. So it can be accessed inside the main method, and then here I have declared this as the instance variable. So here instance variable needs to declare with an object. Instance variable must be accessed after creating an object. So without an object, we can't access the instance variable. And here now, I'll start with the main method, public static void main. And now here I'm going to show you. In the previous video, we have seen how to create an object using the class names. And here I'm following the same process here. Here, what is our class name? Static and instance variable, right? Here, I'm going to copy this static and instance variable. Here, I'm going to create the object name as obj, and I'm using the new keyword to instantization of the object. So, new keyword is used for that. And here, I'm going to paste this, and we need to close this. So here, I have created the object. So we can add some comments here. Creating an instantiation of object. So all of you know that new keyword is used for instantization of an object. Here, the main program starts with system.out.println the value of I is no the value the value of I is plus. So if I name this or if I try to execute the program by just simply giving the value of I is plus I don't get an error here. So now if I give the same statement, if I give the same statement here with the value of j, we get an error here. See, let us see that. Here we got a red line. What does it mean? Cannot make a static reference to the non-static field j. So what does it mean? We haven't yet given any static keyword to a particular data type integer, the variable, and the value j equal to 5. So we can't access this j equal to 5 local keyword or the instance variable in the main method. So at this moment we were unable to get the output. But for this, we'll get the output for I. So let us check only with the I. So here if we run, we'll get the error. See, here what does it mean? Cannot make a static reference to the non-static field j. So Here we didn't get any error for the variable I since we have used the static keyword here. We got an error for the variable j when we try to execute the variable j, when we try to print the value of variable j in the main method, we got an error. What's the reason behind it? So we haven't declared any static variable here. So once we declare the static variable here, we'll get the output. The value of I is 19. So here the value of I is 19 and here the value of j is 5, right? And now here we go into this. We are going to see this. Now instead of writing static here, instead of mentioning the word static here, there's an option to execute the value of j instead of using this static keyword. So how can we do that? Let's see. The process of getting an output from a non-static keyword or non-static variable is by accessing the variable by using object. Here I have used this syntax object dot variable name. So even though if the object or if the variable is non-static and I don't have any access for the variable from the main method, so I have an object here. We can create an object. In this line, we have created an object. By using this object, we can we can print the value of non-static variable, which is included in the static and variable class. So, right now we can see, yes, you get the output, right? And here, and there's something new we can understand. So here, if I declare the value of I equal to 25, right? And the value of j equal to 35. Let us think this. So now here the values of both of the values have been changed. Here we'll get a error C, right? Here the value they cannot make a static reference to a non-static field. Here we got the same error j. We haven't yet used this static keyword in the particular line integer j equal to 5. So we can use this static keyword here, or we can simply remove the static keyword here and we can attach the object name here obj dot j equal to 35. So now let's run the program. Yes, both the values of I has been changed from 19 to 25 and the value of obj.j, it means the value of j has been changed from 5 to 35. This is the main difference for static and instance variable. The main thing is that static variable can be accessed with or without the object, and uh, like object creation is mandatory. Here only an object can access this instance variable. So object creation is mandatory. And here the static variable, there is no point of creating an object here. It's not mandatory. And here initialization is non-mandatory in instance variable. Here if I have given this initialization is not mandatory. But here also this initialization is not mandatory. Right? Here we can give both the zeros values will be printed if we haven't given any of the values. Thank you.